Hi and welcome everyone, and thank you for attending today's webinar where I'll be showing you how you can generate inquiries for all areas of law. I'll be running a live Q&A at the end of the webinar, so we have enabled our Ask a Question feature. You'll find this at the bottom of the screen, so if you have any questions, just pop them in there. And if you miss anything, don't worry, I'll be sending around a recording when it's available. I'm David, one of the client relationship managers. And today's webinar will be casual and I'll be running through a live demo of the system. In today's webinar, I'll be showing you how to create inquiries for other matter types, as well as providing your clients with a fantastic digital experience. Along with our new exciting feature where you can capture leads for all areas of law from your website, ensuring no opportunity is missed. If you have any suggestions on future webinar topics or timing of these webinars, please let us know. So today I will be covering how to set up new templates for other areas of law, how to generate a new inquiry, key stages for other matter types, key stage updates via client portal and app for other matter types, lead capture form for other matter types for your website, and our new feature as well, our dynamic dashboard. So in saying that, what I'm going to do is pop into our Daniel Carson, which is just our dummy law firm. And what I'm going to do is start off by actually generating a new inquiry. So it's pretty similar to the same way that you do generate a quote. So what I'm going to do is head to the plus button on the top left-hand corner. Instead of hitting new quote, I'm going to hit new inquiry. So I'm going to go ahead and hit new inquiry. And then this will bring up all your matter types that we have enabled onto your system. Now, these are just a few examples of the matter types that we do have. But we do have a whole host of different matter types. So if you are keen on using any of these matter types, or you notice there's a matter type that you wish to use on Perfect Portal, please get in contact with your account manager. I'm sure we can set this all up for you. But for today's example, I'm just going to go into my wheel one person. Now from there, I'll be popping in the client's details. So if you are Leap integrated, this will bring up your Leap cards as you see here. But if you are using it standalone and it is a recurring client, it will bring through your Perfect Portal cards. So I'm going to pop in Georgia as my lead card. And then from there, you can select if it's a referred inquiry. So that's just in case you might have some financial advisors set up in the system. You can allocate this as a referred inquiry. And you can see how many referred inquiries you are getting from that financial advisor, and that can go into all your reports, which I will show you a bit later on. And also they'll have access to keep track of that matter through your branded app. From there, select the user and then select the template. So with the template, you can have a whole host of different templates with different things in them. These are just a few examples that we do have on our system. So the summary of services, that could be just a quick rundown of the different will packages and services you provide to your clients, and you just want to give them a quick rundown of pricing of those. If you did want to drill down and be more specific with your different packages and what's included in each one, you can have different templates set up for each package, for example. So you may have a will and power of attorney template, and that can go into more depth in why you should choose powers of attorney and why everyone should have a powers of attorney as well. But for today's example, I'm just going to hit my will only option. And you got the state, so that's pretty straightforward. And then you've got the lead source. So once again, this is a great way to capture where all your work is coming from and where you can focus your marketing into. So say, for example, you find that you're getting a lot of web inquiries, a lot from Google search. You could look at expanding that and using Google Ads. And we also do integrate with Google Ads as well. But from there, you popped in the contact details, you pop your template in now, and I'm going to hit generate inquiry. Now, that will take a couple of seconds to generate for you, and then this will bring me to my inquiry overview page. Now, it does look sort of similar to the quotes page for your conveyancing, but instead of having a list of your different fees, professional disbursements, all of that, you do just have your inquiry template in now. Now, what I'm going to do is actually email the inquiry off to the client, which is this template. So I'm going to go into action on the right-hand side and just hit email inquiry. From there, I can select my different email template that I have set up. So just like the inquiry templates, you can have a whole host of different email templates set up. You might have different wording for powers of attorney, mentioning that package in now. But since I clicked my wheel only option, I'm just going to click my wheel only option template. Select the email if you did want to CC anyone in that email, and then you got your documents as well. So you can attach a will question now. You might have a little fact sheet they might need to bring with them to come prepared with when they do have a meeting with you. It could be anything that you want. And these are all defaulted. If an attachment is not applicable for this client, it's nice and easy, just unclick it and they won't get sent out. From there, you do have the whole body of the email. So if you do want to personalize it any way, you can. But what I'm going to do is actually just quickly minimize that. And hopefully you all should see the phone on your screen at the moment. And what I've actually done is I've set this up. So when I do send this email, the client will get an automatic text message sent to them. So I'm going to hit send email. Now, this might take a couple of seconds, just depending on how many documents you have attached to this email. So I'll just let that go, give it a couple of seconds. So that has been sent. And then you can see there we have received a text message. So if I go ahead and just open up that text message, it's pretty much just prompting the client to go ahead, open up that email, see those lists of fees, and get in contact with you as soon as possible. It's also showing to the client that you are that tech savvy and you do want to follow up. And it's also, you know, everyone's on their phone, everyone gets text messages. So it's always really good to also get a text message because everything's on the tip of your hands these days. So it's good to have it there. So I've just received that email. So I'm just going to open it up and show you guys what the email looks like. Okay, there we go. So here is the inquiry email. Once again, all branded to fit your brand, keeping the brand consistent from start to finish for the whole client journey. It's definitely important these days and standing out with your brand and being true to it. Now, you do have your different email headers. That is part of the premium package, which is, you know, I guess an extension of your brand. So we can have different email headers for different emails within the system. So if you are interested in that premium package, please make contact with your account manager in now. Now you can see here, I got 3 attachments. So I have my will questionnaire. I got a little information sheet about the app, which they can keep track of their matters. And then I do have my PDF document, which is my inquiry template. So I'm going to go ahead and just open that. I'm going to drag it across. Let me just make it so you guys can see. So there you go. Once again, you got your beautiful front sheet. Once again, keeping the branding consistent through the whole client journey. Scroll a bit further down, you do have your template in there, which is the one you selected on inquiry generation. So as mentioned, this template can be anything you want. It can have any information. It can have pricing. You can have an information sheet. If you do work on an hourly wage, you can pop that in there. Pretty much what I usually say to all our clients is that send over what documents you have, and we can set it all up in the system, get it branded for you and get it all set up. We do have a lot of high intake on this at the moment. And we don't want anyone to miss any of these features. So please get in contact with your account manager as soon as you can. We can get it all set up for you. And then you got your back sheet as well in now. Now, if I head back to the email, you can see here that I do have a request a callback button. So the request a callback button is a pretty new feature. We released it a couple of weeks ago, I would say. Now you can have the instruction button on there, click it to proceed. But we did find that lots of other areas of law, especially with wills and all of that, that you don't really go straight to instruction. You need to find and gather information first about assets or anything like that. So what the client can do is they can hit request a callback. It will then take them to a page which they need to confirm their contact information. So first name, last name, email address, phone number, company, if that's applicable. Once they confirm all of that, they can hit request a callback and they'll just get a thank you message saying that someone will be in contact with them shortly. So that means the owner of the inquiry will get a prompt message sent to them saying that the clients requested a callback and to follow up with them. So what I'm going to do is quickly head back into Perfect Portal and show you how you can actually manage this business and convert new business that is coming through and you don't lose anything through the cracks. So much like the conveyancing side, you do have your different reminders and different actions to follow up on. So what I've done with this inquiry is I've set up a default reminder to myself to call back the client in a day's time. So that means I will get sent an email at 8 a.m. tomorrow, prompting me to go ahead and call the client. It might have an inquiry reminder, it might have conveyancing reminders, I have a whole host of reminders that are due for that day. To make it nice and easy for you, it's all hyperlinked. So you hit the hyperlink and it'll take you directly into the page that you see on your screen at the moment. Now to complete the reminder, just hit call back, hit complete reminder, and all this will be logged, which I'll show you a bit later on as well. From there, what I can do is say that I did manage to get in contact with the client and I did want to lodge some notes in there so I don't forget about it. Instead of writing all on sticky notes all over my desk, I can come in here, lodge it, and all be lodged over and pushed over into Leap. So I can select phone call made, and we can say, oh, we spoke about assets. Obviously, you can list a few in now, but I'm going to put that as an example today. So say for another example that unfortunately you haven't got in contact with the client, the phone call wasn't successful, so you want to do a new reminder, an ad hoc reminder to email the client in a couple of days' time. So what you can do, hit set reminder just down here. Select the date and time. So you might want to give them till Monday to have a think about it over the weekend. Select the reminder. It could be your follow-up email. Assign to someone else if you need to, and then hit set reminder. And then that will populate in your reminders and you'll get a reminder sent to you on Monday as well. Now, say on Monday you came back from the office and now you want to go ahead and send that email out to the client. Nice and easy to do, just in your actions, and then head to new email. And then once again, you do have that whole host of different email templates which you can set up into the system. Once again, it's designed to save you time, so you're not free formatting any wording for the client or any pricing. It's just one click, it's done, it's branded, it's ready to go, and it really sets you apart from your competitors and how quick and easy it actually really is. So I want to do a chase email, so I got my will follow up email, and also a brand new feature that we have released in the system is a automatic chase email. So pretty much what that means is that I've sent my initial email out to the client about my services. I have an automated email to be sent out up to 72 hours. So pretty much the system does everything for me. I can sit back, don't worry about Monday. The chase email is going to be sent out then. So if you are interested in automated chase emails, that can be for any emails within the system. Please reach out to your account manager and we can get that all set up for you. Now, before I accept it and push it over to Leap, as mentioned, I mentioned in the log, you can see everything you've done with the inquiry. So I'm going to head into the log. You can go to the log up here, or you can go into your latest activity as well. But I always say the log is better because it's a bit more visual and a bit of a, so you can see everything in there. So you can see there you've got your different reminders, you've got your phone calls. So everything you've done is all in here. Now, the great thing about sending emails from the system is that you do have access to read receipts, which you can manage client engagement. So if I go to my will only option email sent, after sent, you can see I've got a little green envelope there. If I hit that one, I can actually see when the email has been sent, delivered, and read. So once again, all this information will feed into your reports into the system. There's a great report on the dashboard, which I'll show you later on, which is your client engagement success report. And you can see the email open rate of your different chase emails, query emails, and key stages. So I always say to my clients, get in the habit, after you send the quote, go into the log, see if they've read it. If they have read it, you can give them a quick buzz. You kind of know what headspace they're in, and then you pretty much have that in your mind that, okay, they've read it. They know what they're getting out of my service. So from there, what I'm going to do now is accept the inquiry and push it over to Leap. Now, of course, if you are using Perfect Portal standalone, that's fantastic. We've got a lot of clients who do it. Pretty much you do everything within Perfect Portal. But for today's purpose, I'm just going to show you how that looks in Leap. Now, from here, I'm going to hit next. Probably for a will matter, you probably need a correspondence in there. So it kind of prompts you to get that correspondence. But for today's example, I'm just going to hit yes and continue. From there, I can send to Leap, and with Leap as well is that if you do have recurring matters set up within your Leap account for your will matters, you can select the drop down when we do have recurring matters there, and you can push that over to that matter and it'll pull through all those relevant documents in there for you. So once again, the system is designed to save you time wherever possible. Design the matter, put the matter number in there if you wish, assign it to someone else if they're looking after it. From there, hit next and then hit accept. And then now that's pushing over to Leap for us. Nice and easy to do. Now I'm going to quickly grab this matter number and open up my Leap account and show you how I can actually manage the matter within Leap with the Keystage update. So bear with me. I'm just going to quickly bring up my Leap, search for it, And you can see that it came through pretty quickly. It's pretty instant. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up that matter within Leap. Give it a couple of seconds to download. All right, so you can see here within Leap in the correspondence is everything that you've done with the matter. So you can see the phone call has been made, the reminder has completed, a call to action has been requested from the client. If you did have that instruction button, that will feed into the correspondence as well. Now it has fed to my will one person matter type. So that's the matter type that I chose at the beginning when I was generating my inquiry, and they'll push over to the relevant matter type within Leap. Now from here, you do have your key stages. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my key stages. Take a couple of seconds to download for me. Pull that across, there we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to bring up my phone as well. So with the key stages, I'm sure most of you are aware, it is designed to save you time. One click of the button, it will send out all that branded communication to your client, to your referrers, to anyone. So you're not spending all the time on the phone going back and forth. One button, it's done. I think especially now with what the pandemic has taught us, that everything's online, everything wants to be in the hands of the consumer. Having your own app and being able to receive text messages is all there. It gives them a peace of mind and comfort. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how the app works, but I'm going to send off the very first key stage. So nice and easy to do. And with this very first key stage, I do have push notifications and SMS with it. So I'm going to exit out of this one, send the update, give it a couple of seconds. Here you go, I've got my push notification, and I'll soon get my SMS after. And then this will bring out my customizable wording that I've set up for my key stages for the client. So once again, it is giving that personal touch. It's not just, file open, receipt of wills. It's customizing all those key stages for your parties to give that personal touch and your branding. And we do have default key stages as well. So you don't really have anything that you really, communicate that much via email or anything like that. And you want some, inspiration. We do have the default key stages. Lots of clients use it and lots of clients love them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of that, and I'm going to send the next key stage, which is my push notification. You can see it's brought it up there. So it is pretty instant and pretty fast. I'm going to go ahead and just open up that matter within my Daniel Carson app. So here's the app. Once again, it's all branded and part of that premium package. So please, we do have a lot of uptake with this one as well. Clients are finding digital communication is the way forward in this industry. So please get in contact with your account manager. We've got a bit of a waiting list with it. So please, as soon as you can, going on with this, you can see that straight away the client sees, okay, I know exactly where my current update is at and what's left to complete. So latest update, matter progress, and it just ticks those off when it's all done and ready to move forward. So if I head and to show you a bit around the app as well, you do have your matter details, which is some information about the solicitor, and also about the client. Now, obviously, I'm not Bruce Willis, I'm far the opposite from him, but basically the bio is a great way just to feed that into the app. The client gets to know a bit about you, where you come from, how you get where you are today, and they don't see you as, that scary lawyer. It's more of a friend, someone they can rely on and go to for guidance regarding their legal matters. Once again, client details, all that in there. Now, the beauty with the premium package is that you do have the option for chat and doc share for your client. So it is the one-stop app for your clients. Everything's in there. If they need to refer back to any information, they don't need to go back through all these different emails trying to find different documents or everything like that. It's all within one app with them. So within your key stages in Leap, you've got your chat. So what I'm going to do first before I send off a chat is I'm going to actually pretend I'm sending a document from Leap to the client. So I'm going to hit a new document. All right, I'm going to do a new letter. I'm going to hit create. Those who are with Leap, I'm sure you're all familiar with this part of Leap. Let's give it a couple of seconds to go through. All right, perfect. And then obviously you guys would save and close this to the matter. So I'm going to hit save and close. Perfect. I'm going to head back into my key stages. I'm going to go chat. I'm going to attach that document I've just created in Leap. So select from Leap, initial letter or any letter or questionnaire or anything that you want in now. And then you can personalize that, the wording anyway. So hi, Georgia, please see attached. Hit send, and you can see straight away on my phone, the push notifications come through, they're notified straight away. Everyone's always on their phone, so they know straight away. I'm going to open up that, open up my Matter. A few seconds. Go into my chat, and you can see there that I do have that document that has fed through. And really beauty about this as well, that the client can open it straight away within the app, preview it, and know exactly what that document is in there. And as mentioned, like I said, it's a one-stop app for the client. All their documents, all the information is in there for them. So they're not going back and forth with you. And a great thing about this as well is that they can communicate to you. So if they did have any questions, anything sprung to mind, they can quickly just open up their phone, type it out, and it's done. So I'll reply back saying thank you. And then you will also just get notified. It'll populate in your Leap account just there as well. If you don't open up the email within, if you don't open up the message within Leap within 5 minutes, you'll get sent an email that the client has sent you a quick message on now. So that's what I wanted to show you with the inquiries and the app. As mentioned, keeping the branding consistent from start to finish is a must, especially what's happening with this pandemic. What I'm going to do now is actually show you how you can add different intake forms onto your website. So I'm going to head back into just here, which is our Daniel Carson website, different web intake forms. I'm just going to show you different examples which you can embed it. So first example that I have here is my Inquire Now. So if I hit Inquire Now, this will then bring up my different matter types that I have set up in the system. It's just the ability to capture leads for your website for other areas of law, making it nice and easy for the client. The client wants to be able to leave information anywhere that's possible, keeping it nice and easy and direct for them. If it's too hard for them, clients are just going to give up and Google somewhere else. So please make sure that you have different intake forms embedded in different places onto your website. So we got Inquire Now there. I'm going to scroll a bit further down. And then you've got your different icons for your different areas of law. So this could be an example of your homepage. So say if I wills and estates, so using that example for today, I can hit get in touch, and then that can bring up my intake form for that. And the way that this actually works is access that lead generation tool. So they're capturing those leads, it's populating directly into your Perfect Portal account. You're getting notified about that, and then you can send out the summary of services. They can look through your different services you have there. You might hear back to them saying, look, I only want wills and power of attorney. Cool, let me send you information about that. And then you can send the inquiry template about wills and powers of attorney. So it's just keeping the flow of it nice and easy for the client and always getting something tangible for them to read over and discuss it with whoever they need to. Now, with these different intake forms, we do have a integrations implementation officer. So pretty much he can liaise with your web developers and we can discuss how they can set it up onto your website. So it kind of saves you the headache of trying to think, oh, I need to do this myself. No, we do have someone who can help you with that as well. Different ways you can actually embed the intake form. You might have a separate landing pages. I know most people do have different pages for different areas of law, which you can embed specific intake forms. So you might have a personal injury landing screen. So you can pop in your calculator in there, or you can actually embed the actual whole calculator onto there as well, which I think looks pretty sleek. As well as having that how did you hear about us, once again, being very important because it does feed into all your different reports in the system. You can see, okay, they obviously saw us from a marketing campaign. That's great. Let's work on that more and get more leads coming through from that. Once again, if you just do the conveyancing, you do have your different conveyancing calculators in there, different landing pages, all of that. Now, if you do have that premium package, which I know most clients do, it's great to add any images onto your website. People are Googling a lot more. If you need something that stands out and does give you that competitive edge, sorry. So if you do have, your branding strong, you have your own app which can track the matter, you just want to put that in their face. So they're like, okay, I'm going to go with them. They're my type of, lawyers. They're updated me all the way through. They're tech savvy and all of that. So having hyperlinks to your app, which is also fantastic, and also having videos and different elements on there. Before I finish showing the intake forms and go into reports, you do have the login bar as well. So that means clients, referrers, staff, anyone can go into that and log into the relevant portal and see all their information online. So I'm going to quickly go back into Perfect Portal and show you through some of the reports that we actually have in the system for other areas of law. The first report I'm going to show is that this is pretty much a brand new feature that we released only a couple of weeks ago, which is the dynamic dashboard. So the way that the dynamic dashboard works, as you can see on my screen at the moment, on the top right here, I have wills and probate. So that's showing me all my wills and probate matters, my trends, all of that. If I did want to drill down into, say, I want to see my family law, see how that's going, hit family law, and the dashboard will dynamically change and show you those results. Now, all the figures that we have in our dummy account are all fictitious data, so unfortunately it won't change. But if you did have different results for different areas of law, of course it would show that. As I mentioned before, with the client engagement success, which you can see re-receipts, the client engagement success report is a great way just to see overall how your email open rates are going. You can see here, I got a good 72% email open rate and my Keystages are at 69%. So it's good to see, okay, this is my engagement success, and all these different tiles on your dashboard are all interactive. So if I hit client engagement success report, this one here, this will actually bring me up to that particular report. I can drill down by different date ranges. I can obviously drill down into my different areas of law there. I can export it, I can graph it. I do have clients who actually take this client engagement success to different meetings with their staff and say, okay, client engagement success has decreased. What's happening? Are we not sending enough Keystages? Let's work on that. So there's so many different reports within the system, which you can have a look at, which drills down on different conversion rates and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of other different tiles which you can put on your dashboard. This one here is great, it's visual. You can see straight away, okay, this is my focus area. This is your heat map, so you can see your different inquiries, your matters, all of that. Once again, you can drill down, okay, I'm getting a lot in the Sydney CBD. Let's do some more marketing in now. Now, if I go across, once again, this is another brand new report. This is the matter critical timeline report. So this is a great way which you can manage your staff and your matters. So you can see here that I have one matter, initial letter has been sent to client, waiting for that to be actioned. So you can go in here and be like, okay, once that's been actioned, that's going to move on to my next table. So once again, it's a great way to drill down and see which matters up to what key stages. And once again, you can drill it down into wills and probate or conveyancing or whatever you want in now. So please note that this is only applicable to, not applicable to date range, sorry. And then you can drill down into different states if you do work in multiple states as well in there. Now, before I leave you guys, I just want to go into the control center. Once again, the control center is a great way to see a quick visual of your reports, and it's on a period-on-period timeline. So you can see here from the July 24th to August 24th, from August 24th to today, you can see your different decreases, increases, your peaks and troughs. All of this, once again, is all interactive, and you can drill down into different areas of law as well. Once again, you do have your financials in now, so you can drill down if you want to see the last month, how you went the last month, see how much you won or converted or lost or anything like that. So yeah, that's the control center. So I'm just going to quickly wrap up for us today. So let me just see first if we have any questions at all. Any questions? And guys, if you do have any questions you think about a bit later on during the day, feel free to shoot us an email. We're always happy to answer them for you. So just to confirm that the other areas of law are included in your subscription. However, you may require additional licenses. So please take advantage of this feature and let us know if you need help setting this up. And we can also get our integrations implementation officer who can liaise with whoever looks after your website to add the client intake forms, making it nice and easy and ensuring that no opportunity is missed. Look, it really does make you stand out from your competition and shows you are initiating and embracing technology, as well as helping you win and secure new business. So yeah, thank you for your time today, guys. Have a great afternoon. I'm sure you hear from us very soon. Take care. Bye.